the shoreline tapering away into nothing as he waits for her to do her doings with a cosy, to come back to him in all her glory, most importantly, indoors. Think of it. His girl with an ice cream cone in it for a nose, and a carrot in a place she'd never normally put it, and him in proximity, Punch and Judy for the crowd. Go work it out. He looked around. Tried to be a snowman bunny, in the middle of June, intermingling with the locals for fun, and in for a penny, in for a pound. Oh hum. Day out of holiday camp to breathe. His Kodachrome, her sense of mischief, the beachgoers' colourful background. Why wouldn't a man be proud, he asked himself. Misstep of epic proportions. They peered at her like the television orb. There was no sense of common decency. It was rough. He used a method he'd picked up at Gordonston and glared back fiercely, showed no mercy, gave the look. Me Tarzan, she Jane. Keep away, not for public consumption. Learn from that foray that back to chalet best. Make escape under cover of Donkey Derby, from whence they come, not far from Beach Up, Weston-super-Mare. Where beauty contests were the stuff of nightmares. Familiarity for a week with the fear Diana Dawes' conquest meet, the pestering, the leers on a daily basis, him acutely aware of the hum she created. The sudden appearance of a trouser leg from windbreak, or more, potatoes and meat of men who couldn't wait for home turf to demonstrate their happinesses on introverted missuses. His modesty blazed, red-cheeked. Had the ticket fallen off, he said. She seemed 10 feet tall. One had to steer, avert, learn when and where to concentrate, but it was tricky. Mistook for a star in the confines of the food court by someone who thought that thigh was an open invitation to throw come-ons to the wife, and failing that throw smut, cat call on the radio relay round the pool a fwar. This husband dear was a bag of nerves, and wanted nothing more than packed lunch, not communal entertainment, in the pontins he'd pre-booked. Why this place? Bum steer. Spur of the moment decision to cement their anniversary now increasingly threadbare. Nails bit to the quick, tote bags of nerves in luggage, he thought next year the Hermitage, the nunnery. The Kelper's moustache that she pouted to keep on, as he swung the camera loop from neck, caught her au naturel on the bed. That was best, where it all began. This is the tops, he said. The absolute biz between you and me and the bedpost. No record kept of her response. Her diary's unable to be salvaged afterwards, post-fire and flood, in the homestead, Surbiton. He learned, we heard from reputable sources from this trip, no more to claim the glamour of film could outweigh reticence around the nudist. Only by chipboard with maracas and pineapple, not garlanded with praise, jolly jolliness reigned, and you'd better believe it. With shuttered blinds, automatic flash, no amateur assistant to say, why don't you pose her like that, poking noses round tree trunk, no thank you very much, be on your way. For his eyes only, man with lens she was. Like hobbyist with train set, lepidopterist with butterfly pinned, or moth, his and his alone. In a beautiful brief window, mad scientist, whose creation henceforth let no man destroy, until decree nice high, by irreconcilable behaviour, some of which was featured here, but that's another story for the footnotes. This was the zenith of her beauty and his stress, when the Glamour-Puss went west and swept all before her. His paranoia midge snatched to her bird of paradise, that if he could have known it, spoilt the best years of their lives. He fretted like he'd turned into his mother. The photographs prove, low bleached by sun, rescued from water damage, her beautiful in all her splendour, in a few where his thumb wasn't over aperture, and he held his shaking long enough to capture what he couldn't see on his own, his look. And this is just to tell him so, me duck.